Hey man, this is Silas at Perkins Motorplex here in Nashville, getting you the walk around of this beautiful 2021 Chevy 1500 High Country. And man, this is a beautiful truck. I've already spent a little bit of time around it and in it. I just want to make sure I know anything that I'd want to point out to you. Basically, I'm going to show you anything that I'd want to know if I was the one buying the vehicle. So I'm going to be super thorough. I'll show you any imperfections that I might see. I'll show you any details that I might want to point out to you. Anything like that. It's not a super sunny day here in Nashville. It's really cold, so I'm going to try to show you all the paint that I can. It's not going to be as sparkly as it's going to look in the sun, but we'll start out here with the wheel and tire. You do have the 22-inch factory wheels, so these are very large wheels. They look super sharp, and then you have 275/50 Bridgestone lenses all the way around with a good bit of life left in them. My finger is on the wear bar right there, so if you can see that, you definitely don't have to worry about tires anytime soon. You got your High Country badge. This is the 6.2. This thing will pull a house. Super nice engine, very reliable. And then you got factory step bars right there going all the way around the back. Those are fixed, they're not powered. And you got blind spot monitors. Not as much tint in the front, good amount of tint in the back. You can match that if you wanted to. I'm not really seeing much to point out here in the paint so far. There's one little brush right here, if you can see that right there. It looks like our detail guy already touched up the paint, and it's kind of right on that body line, so it's really hard to see. Very minor, just something I'd want to point out. Going along here, everything looks good. Again, back wheel and tire in good shape, no curb rash on this wheel. Everything there looks good. It'd be common to see some rock chips kind of up here along the back. Maybe one little brush right there, but nothing really at all. Maybe a small little hairline scratch right there behind the taillight. Which these taillights are in great shape. No cracks, no fading, no condensation, nothing like that. Got a little bit of chewed up parts right here on the top of the tailgate. If you didn't, probably wasn't being used how a truck should. It does come with 2 factory key fobs, forgot to point that out, and that lowers the tailgate for you just like that. You do already have bed liner. It's got the High Country logo in it, and you got your little handlebar right there to help get you up if you need it. This is the dual folding, so this top part, obviously that'll fold down too. It's got dual exhaust tips, so it sounds pretty good too, especially for being stock. Everything else along this side looks good. I'm not really seeing much to point out to you as far as imperfections or anything to point out to you. You come down here to the wheel, you have one small little piece of curb rash. Maybe they just caught a curb one time, because that looks like all it is right there. Everything over here looking good as well. This is super clean paint. Again, I wish it was more sunny so I could show you. It still has the fleck, kind of that sparkly glow, but you can see how reflective it is. It genuinely is in great condition. Last wheel and tire to show you up here. This one looks good as well. Nothing really to point out to you there. Coming up to the headlights, very clear. These kind of have the top and bottom casing, and you got, I don't know what to call this color, gold, but it looks super good. I'll step back so you can kind of see it. It's very like subtle. It's kind of just on the bottom edges of the trim, but it's super clean. Obviously, you're gonna have a few little rock chips on it and stuff like that. Being the front end of the vehicle, this is where you would expect to take any blunt. There's a few little rock chips up at the front. You could easily get a bug guard up here in the front that would solve that problem. Looks like a bird targeted this one. Well, I'll get it cleaned up for you before I deliver it to you. But so yeah, I mean, it's in super good condition. You're gonna expect a few little rock chips up here on the front, like that right there, just because it's on the front end of the vehicle. Anything that's spent any time on the highway, you're gonna expect some rock chips, but this one is very minor. Just a few little things like that. Looks like this one had a little rock chip, but our detail guy touched that up too. So there's one good look at the outside. Let's head inside as well. It's the real star of the show. You got the black with the wood grain, and again, that same kind of gold bronze color on the steering wheel. High Country badges stitched into the headrests. You got a moonroof up here that's in great condition. Power wireless charger right there. Your seats are in great shape. No cracks, no stains, nothing like that in the leather. They are perforated, So the only thing I would really point out is I have perforated leather in my F-150, and this kind of stuff happens where you'll get little stuff stuck in the little perforations in the seat. You can probably get it out with like a needle or something like that. Obviously, you know that getting into something, but Bose Premium Audio and the High Country badges. You do have the factory Chevy floor mats, the rubber ones underneath our floor mats, which is great. Those are a lot of money, so people that don't have to buy them, that's usually helpful. You got a big floor mat back here going all the way the length of the back seats. Heated back seats as well. And these back seats are in great shape. Super good shape. They fold up nice and easy just like that for more storage underneath, and then just fold back down. You got more storage in the middle, more storage under that seat, and more storage under this seat. So you can basically fit anything you want here. Headliner is in great shape back here as well. Let me hop in so I can show you some more of these features. Push button start. Obviously no cracks in the dash, no sun fading on the top of the steering wheel, which is heated. And then you got heated and cooled leather up here in the front seats, which is great because it's freezing here in Nashville. I'm sure it's cold there too. I can't really complain. All of this works just as it should. Your touchscreen is in good shape, no cracks or anything like that. I'll put it in reverse so you can see the backup camera. And then you do have the trailer line right there and the tow hitch view, which right now I have the tow hitch down. So there you go right there. So yeah, everything in here works as it should. No cracks in that screen. The passenger side seat leather's in good shape too. Everything looks good, man. You picked out a super clean truck. I can see why you like this one. Give you one more good look at the outside as well. So there it is, man. That's the 2021 Chevy 1500 High Country. You picked out an absolutely beautiful truck. Let me know what you think.